Ham, you and I get tricked by this all the time. Certainly the glossy mags do it. Clickbait on all websites now.
Yeah. I mean, any news headline.
Where they will try and create a salacious headline, generally something negative, and you can click on the story and it turns out that it's positive.
Yeah. Like, New Zealand Prime Minister's baby name shock. Yeah. And then the shock is that just how quickly they named it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We thought we'd try and play this with Jack's life today. We gave him the task of coming up with 3 pleasant things he's done this week that he's going to tell us about, and you and I will try and turn them
we'll make it
into
into
salacious, shocking headlines. Part of this.
Oh, that's lovely.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's perfect. No, it's not.
Wait a second, there is something wrong with that.
Salacious headline.
Jack, are you ready to play?
All right. So I'll say the story and then start the timer, and then you guys will tell me the headline.
Yep.
Okay. For the first story is, well, it's not really a story, just something that happened to me on the weekend.
Yep.
I went on a long drive with old friends, giving us a chance to reminisce on fond memories.
Salacious headline. Salacious headline. In 3, 2, 1.
Mine is Jack posts snubs new friends.
Yeah, good. I almost just give that to Ando. I had Jack post trapped in car.
That's also good. That's also good, Jack.
Oh, do I have to pick a winner?
No,
this is good. I mean, we just
doesn't have to be a winner.
Our big winner is just getting clicks and volume, just getting eyeballs on the article.
The next thing you did, Jack?
On Saturday night, my wife and I made homemade cocktails and watched documentaries.
Salacious headline. Salacious headline. In 3, 2, 1.
Boozy night for post sees him fact wife hard. Possibly until she begs for mercy. Too much.
I was going to go down the same thing. It's like drinking at home, trouble in paradise for alcoholic couple.
Very good.
Okay. Big applause.
Thank you. I don't think this happens in newsrooms.
Thank you so much. All right, last one, Jack. What's the last nice thing you did?
I went to a restaurant on a double date. We ate Japanese food.
Salacious headline. Salacious headline.
Yeah.
In 3, 2, 1.
Oregat, no. Jack Post refuses to pay again at Japanese restaurant. And I'm just guessing, but I assume you somehow shirked out on the bill.
Mine was racist Jack snubs the Chinese.
Yeah. Jack strings together another no, not eating at a Chinese restaurant. Both accurate, both fair, both salacious.
It seems like it's been a couple of years of scandals. The scandals are happening left, right and centre. And we noticed that coming up in the press a lot is a career-ending scandal.
Does seem to be more frequent.
Yes.
Career ender. You used to have one career end a year.
Yeah.
Now it's 1 or 2 a week.
So we gave each other the task of, could they come up with a headline if we were to pick up the paper and we realised that Hamish's career had ended, Jack's career had ended, or my career had ended. We give each other the task of creating the headline and then an accompanying byline or story.
Yeah.
We've
gone for
drew
the names out of the hat. We've each been randomly assigned one other member of the team to predict their downfall.
Yep.
And we've gone for most realistic, most probable.
Absolutely. Yep. Jacko, who'd you pull out?
I got Hamish.
Okay.
I've written your career-ending headline, Ham.
Look forward to this. So this is most likely to happen.
This is like when people make predictions at the start of the footy season.
Yeah. And are we thinking this will happen in the near, next couple of years?
It could happen by the end of the year, sadly.
Okay, Ham.
I'm enjoying
this might
my
be tough for you to listen
time
to.
in the clear for the moment.
Mm-hmm. Good luck.
Lego Masters cans Hamish Blake after host builds Lego superior penis.
Don't give away future challenges.
Sources say Lego Technic was used to, quote, bring life to the enormous structure.
Correct piece to use too. Extremely weight bearing.
That would, I don't think it's career ending.
It'd be weird.
Yeah, it would be weird.
Just thinking. Well, I mean, it's edgy family, but we're not that edgy. The thing about being an edgy family show is that's over the edge. I do know that.
And Brickman is so wholesome. I just feel like he wouldn't.
What I
like
love
it.
about
I mean, it would break his heart when to
It's
see Lego
pre-recorded.
used in such a way.
It's pre-recorded, but Ames
Someone
insisted
leaked
it went
it.
to air, or
Someone's leaked it. That's the betrayal.
Yeah, that's the betrayal.
Someone in post.
Well, Haim, that means you must have got
Okay.
me.
Mine's a bit longer. Sorry, I thought we were doing a full paragraph.
So did I, yes.
Sorry.
But you can understand
here we
that Jack
go.
has rocked up to work and not done.
No, well, we got the headline out there, and now one of the staff writers will do the article.
All right, hit the music. This is Hamish.
Hansy Lee in for a rough fall from grace. Television and podcast nice guy Andy Lee has finally been arrested for being a massive pervert in one of the most explosive and devious cases of all time. For years, he has misled his audience that tunes into his podcast, Hamish and Andy, co-hosted by squeaky clean host and beloved nice guy Hamish Blake and one other, that he owns the world's tallest terrier. Besieged by complaints that the dog is not tall enough, he last week organised a Cuddle the World's Tallest Dog Day in a local park to show off the size of the dog. Initially, parkgoers were impressed, tweeting, "Wow, that really is one big dog. And jeepers, I was wrong. This thing is huge and very friendly." However, people began to get suspicious as there were several reports that the dog was cuddling them back. Suspicion that something wasn't right only grew when people noticed Andy had to keep going backstage to send the dog out and was never seen with the dog at the same time. Then when the dog appeared to be signalling to a young fan to pat his tummy, the paw fell off to expose a human hand under there. Police were on the scene immediately to collar him. And when asked how the response was so fast, the chief of police said, "We usually have a unit or two tailing him, and we knew it was only a matter of time before he slipped up."
Yeah. Well, that's actually encouraged me to be a bit more clandestine.
So now we know you're long con.
Good alert. That's accurate. That's fair.
Yep.
I picked Jacko out. Off you go, Jack.
Good luck.
Hoyts finally get their man. After 15 years on the run, Hoyts finally get their man. Post was allegedly embezzling money in the early 2000s and been evading authorities until now. They tracked Mr. Post to his Coburg property, which seemed unfinished.
They don't put that type of detail in a news story.
They can't put the boot in.
The postman then found out hauled up in Andy's house, where police made it easy to enter because the garage door was left open. Jack was found wearing Andy's clothes and was last heard saying, "Doesn't everyone do this while house sitting?" Jack and his wife Bianca were taken into custody, but their son Gordon remained at large. Police later found Gordon in Lygon Street wearing a knitted beard.
Smart Gordy went on the run with the only disguise he'd ever worn.
Why does Bianca get arrested for something I allegedly did in 2006?
I just think proceeds of crime.
Yeah,
and-
exactly,
and
all
embezzle-
that
She
stuff.
must have helped launder it.
You've
I mean,
seen Breaking Bad.
Yeah, she was Skylar. So she would probably, I don't think you have to testify against your husband.
Yeah.
But they would be making her sweat in the other room.
Can't launder popcorn. No more comments.
Small fun game we play on this pod is these days online, all news has to be negative and salacious. It
That's
has
the
to
rules.
be. It has to be clickbait. That is the news, the rules of new media. So what we thought, I mean, obviously we're new to the pod for this year, and we haven't really shared any news between the three of us.
We haven't.
So-
And in this game, though, we'd like to turn news evil.
news.
But I'd just like to say, it was just pleasant news bad. Just like to say to highlight that this isn't who we are.
No.
No.
May I reference a recent incident on the Hamish and Andy podcast where we were talking about Frisbees. Now, initially, that was designed to poo-poo the Frisbee. But several members of the team found some positives in Frisbee lifestyle. In fact, and the most
Even the original-
reluctant member of the team,
even the original
by
cringe.
the end, was coming around to the concept of Frisbees.
Exactly.
So we do possess within us the ability to be positive. But that is not what we're exercising in this game.
No, each of us have to have a little bit of positive news we've had over the break, but it's our job for the others to create a salacious headline in a negative manner. Let's jump into it.
That's lovely.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's perfect. No, it's not.
Wait a second, there is something wrong with that.
Salacious headline.
Do you want me to start, guys?
Yeah, what's happened in your life?
My big fun news for the family is my brother Cam and his partner Bianca had a baby boy.
Yeah,
So I've got another
congratulations.
nephew. So that's the
Yes.
news. That's
That
fun.
is gorgeous.
Should be fun. Let's see if either of you can turn that into a headline.
Salacious headline in 3, 2, 1.
I would go for Andy Lee approves of new child under controversial no girls allowed rule for babies in the Lee family. Because it is just
It is a lot of
isn't it?
boys, isn't it?
Only boys in the Lee family.
Cam
Only boy
refuses to
babies.
have a girl again.
And Andy supports it. Let him in. Let him into the gang.
That's very good.
All right,
Jack,
I'll
did
go.
You have an idea?
The 100 Stars brother puts extra strain on already clogged hospital system.
Good.
Very
Drag
good.
Channel
Yeah,
9 into it.
Both of them would be A+. If I was the editor, I'd go, thank you both. That's great. Back to work.
Is what we need. That is what we need here.
Haim, your news?
Okay. What have I got? Okay, here's something I think is just this can't affect the world in a bad way. I have been having golf lessons over summer, as I promised you I would, Andy. Been having golf lessons over summer, and I am pleased with the progress.
Okay.
Salacious headline in 3, 2, 1.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Have you had a game of golf while having a beer?
I played then I had a beer.
My headline.
Oh, actually, I
would be-
have. Sorry, I'd take it back. I'm on par 3. Yeah, walked around a few times with the beers.
Hamish pleased with his own drink driving.
Oh, clever.
Good. That's a huge.
That would get
That's-
some clicks.
That's very clickable.
I went for simply Hamish Blake pleases himself on public golf course.
Dude, drunkenly pleases himself.
Very good, Jacko. You would definitely win that one. The editor would go, yes, that's what we want.
And I guess I am out there pleasing.
I please myself on the golf course every single weekend, and
And
sometimes during the week.
Is it too much to say you're even pleasuring yourself? Because it is a pleasure.
What is pleasure
you
but
get the-
bringing a pleased feeling to yourself?
That is it. If you make that drive and make the sound that you've been trying to make it make
Yeah.
for weeks,
Yes.
that's an absolute pleasure. And who provided that pleasure? Yourself.
The game of golf.
All right.
Very good, Jacko. What's your bit of positive news?
Over summer, my mum actually retired at the end of 2022, which means conveniently for us, she is available now to babysit Gordy more often.
I love it how he's good news. Is
Good news for Jack.
Good for me. Okay.
Very good.
Good luck.
Jack. Okay, here we go.
Salacious headline in 3, 2, 1.
Gordon's demands force Jill out of a job.
Fair enough.
That's good. Gold FM breakfast star Jack Post leaves baby with unemployed old woman to continue to feed chess habit.
I don't know. Mum is a big fan of the podcast. So I don't know if
We
she'll
love
love
Jill.
unemployed old woman as a descriptor.
We love Jill.
It's meant to be salacious.
As soon as you had that baby, she was a grandma. So that's
It's fair.
she knows what happened.
We're approaching halfway through the year, and we played a game at the top where we said if enough good news comes around to us in the next few months, we'd play again. It's the Salacious Headlines game. Of course, everyone falls for clickbait. It feels like the only way to report news nowadays is in the worst case, the worst scenario possible being
Has to be the worst.
leading item. So have you guys got a bit of good
Yeah,
news
okay.
you could
So
share?
the way
I've
this
got some
works-
good news.
Yeah, so the way this works is, we give each other one piece of good news, and the other two have to spin it into into clickbait, basically,
Let's
with a
jump
negative
into
twist.
That's lovely.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's perfect. No, it's not.
Wait a second, there is something wrong with that. Salacious headline.
Jack, do you want to kiss up?
Yes, my good news of recent times is Mum and Dad were actually having trouble selling their car online, so we have bought it off them at a discounted price.
Salacious
That is good
headline
news
in
for you.
3, 2, 1.
Okay,
You and me, Ham.
I'll have a go. Okay, this is my clickbait. Long live the king. King Weasel Jack Post rips off elderly people in stunning act of weasel cannibalism. Because it sort of is, you cannibalize your own family with that weaseling.
Too much use of the word weasel. That's what the editors
that's how
know
people
would be.
know you. But that is
was
how
where
people know you.
My head was going to that place as well. Not Weasel, more that Jack Post rips off the elderly in new vehicle scam.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, like
It's
scam.
definitely not a scam.
Well, it is because you've got more value than you deserved.
This is not to say that you might not go around to your parents' friends who are also having troubles.
Aunties, uncles.
Yeah, selling them. and trying to-
Why were your mum and dad selling the car?
They have gone all electric.
Right.
Okay.
And
So there's no chance you would sell it back to them later when they realise they want the car. You could clean it, put new seats in or something from Pick Apart and go, hey, I'll tell you what, I've done it up, but for only $5,000 more, you can have it back. Because that would be a great scam.
am I right in saying, Ham, all of Jack's good news
Yep, it's good for him.
involves his parents having a worse time?
Yeah, because what was the last one?
I think last one was...
Well, last
yeah, it
one
was-
was my mum has retired and then
So she
she's
can
babysitting Gordy more. But I mean, that's good for her as well. She gets to spend time with her grandson.
The good news is
It is
you
an interesting-
fleecing your folks.
I thought it was meant to be good news for the
It is
personal
actually good news for you.
Yeah.
But it is interesting that it's just an interesting insight into what you qualify as good. It's always a good deal.
Just a coincidence.
Hamish, what you got some news?
Yes, okay, here we go. Okay, here's my good news. I thought I was going to have knee surgery, but then I just talked to the surgeon, and it looks like there's good news. There's a non-surgical solution.
Right, so
I'm avoiding knee surgery
okay.
for now.
Salacious headline in 3, 2, 1.
You and me, Jack.
I'll go. Hamish Blake shows protruding body part to doctors before claiming to be stronger than medicine.
That's good.
Take that,
I was
docs.
thinking more Hamish Blake steals medical consultant time over people in more need.
Definitely.
Because it turns out you
good
didn't
clickbait.
need.
Pretty rough if you went to the doctor and they went, well, we've got some good news for you. Good news and bad news. The good news is you're all clear. Bad news is you now have to go out to the waiting room and you apologise to every person out there because you have wasted their time. You didn't actually need me.
But that is good news. What are they going to do with the knee instead?
Thanks for asking, Jack. It's pretty technical. It's a torn meniscus, but they don't operate on those anymore.
All right.
They used to clean out your knee. And
Now
they've
just
gone,
got injected or
"Oh,
something.
yeah, like you put your own blood back into it. You get an injection to
blood
heal
doping.
it. Blood doping, yeah.
Lance
So I
Armstrong.
actually
this
could have
what
gone with
Lance
that one,
Armstrong-
actually.
Lance Armstrong. Lance
Passionate
Franklin, I
cyclist.
I think Lance Franklin, Buddy Franklin is innocent.
I'll happily call him innocent until further details.
Yes.
But yeah, no, that's true. Actually, we could have easily gone for passionate cyclist admits to friends that he uses blood doping.
All right.
But it's your own. It's just it's called platelet-rich plasma. So your own red blood cells to help heal the tendon.
Still,
I
still
think-
legal in, wouldn't it be still
No.
in professional cycling or not?
I don't think so.
I thought that's what Lance and the boys were
What are
doing
they
was
doing?
use their own
They
blood.
were because this is a tiny amount. It's because there's no blood flow to a tendon. This is getting really deep, and so it like floods it with a bit of blood to help it heal.
So what were they doing?
They were taking out like a litre of their own blood. Then you let it regenerate because obviously you've got like 5 litres in your body. You take out a litre, you're going to feel a bit woozy. Don't do it on race day.
No.
You do it, weeks beforehand.
Yep.
Freeze that blood. Then your body gets back up to 5 litres. And then before the race, you go, and who's this? And you reintroduce the other blood. So now you're at 6. Now you're bursting with blood.
Really?
You're absolutely popping with red blood. And because the red blood's what takes the oxygen to the muscles. And you can't get tested for it.
So
'cause
how are the
it's your
pipes
blood.
feeling when there's an extra heaps
I
of
have no
blood?
idea. I mean, again, I'm not
Do you know
involved
what I
in
mean?
blood.
Yeah,
I
like,
would've-
do
I
you
would have thought we
feel
had the
heavier?
amount of blood.
I think it's not good. I mean, the whole reason you ban this stuff is not good for you,
Yeah, right.
isn't it? And also it's cheating. But
And
also,
cheating, mainly.
but yeah, there'd definitely be a limit where you go, whoa. The waterbed is too full. She's going to pop.
Don't sit down on the seat too fast, you pop.
Why can't you bend anymore? Like it's just the Marshmallow Man. Just, I'm too full.
You wouldn't need a camping mattress, though. You could just lie back on your own.
Just squeaking every time you move.
Your own beautiful.
That's when it became ridiculous when they couldn't pedal. but not out of breath, but just couldn't turn the pedals.
My news. Good news for the Lee family, or Miles family, is my sister's now Miles. My nephew, George, won Student of the Week at primary school.
That's nice.
During the week. Jack?
All right, here we go.
Salacious Headline in 3, 2, 1.
TV and radio star threatens to cut funding to school's Andy Lee wing unless nephew is given class honour.
Just a lie. That's not turning fact.
That is introducing a bit of editorial.
We did some investigating and found out a bit.
All right, so yours is clickbait from the Wall Street Journal, like a really good article. Okay, mine's a bit of a dog act, but this is all I can think of. Because this is true to the sport. I am not lying here.
Yeah, that's
twisting,
has to be a
twisting the facts.
Yes.
Logie's heartbreak for Andy Lee as another close friend takes out prestigious award and he remains empty-handed.
That's a great not lie.